FABE, welcome to MaiMoments, the best channel for makeup and hair tutorial and also products review. Today I'm gonna share with you how to create this beautiful and easy prom updo. So let's get started. The first thing that I'm going to do is protect my hair with a thermal protection spray. This is the Chi 44 Iron Guard. I realized that the solution is kind of a bit sticky, so what I recommend for you to do is brush your hair before applying these products. Because now I realized that it was pretty difficult to brush my hair since it's a little bit sticky, but if there's a will, there's definitely a way. Make sure that your hair is thoroughly brushed before we moving on to the next part. Starting from the crown, I'm going to divide my hair in half. And from the crown, I'm going to part my hair all the way down toward my ears. And also do the same thing to the other side. Then grab the leftover hair and we are going to put it into a high ponytail. I actually found that it's much easier to gather all the leftover hair using a combs because it gives it very nice and sleek look. I'm not going to tie my hair super high. This is actually a perfect spot for me because later on when I add in the hair bun, it will look proportions. Now it's time to curl my hair. Since it's already in the bun, it is super fast and easy. I'm going to grab a sections. Since my hair is long, it pairs well with a magic curler. It's super easy, just go ahead and loop the strings 300 degrees and it will create a perfect curls in no time. But make sure at the ends it have to be well curls for the next step. I believe that I set this one to 350 degrees and waited for a good 15 seconds before releasing it. Then continue on grabbing the next sections. Since I'm right-handed, I found it's much easier to actually use the tool with my right hand and then wrap the hair around with my left hand. It gave me a better control, so find which one is convenient for you. And what you want to do is go with one direction. We don't have to switch hand for this part, but later on I'm going to show you which part that I'm going to switch my hand. If you have no idea how to use a wand curler, I'm going to show you in this part. Grabbing a sections and place over and under the magic wand. As you can see, I'm wrapping it like a bacon wrapping on those hot dogs. Exactly just like that. Either count to 10 or 15 seconds, then release. No more than that because you might burn your hair. Just in case if you did not heard me the first time, you want the curl to face in one direction so you don't have to switch hand to curl your hair at this point. Next, I'm going to grab the magic hair bun maker and pull through my hair. And by the way, this is a 14 centimeters, so it is pretty large bun. To secure this hair accessory, I'm going to use a U-shaped bobby pins and place it on the side of my hair. And do the same thing to the other side, and this part is a requirement, so make sure to do this because it's going to help the next step and the process be easier. And also this hairstyle will last even if you start dancing the night away. Grabbing my hair and I'm going to spread it out evenly to cover up the bun maker. I found that the method of looking down is way easier to spreading out evenly versus if you are looking up. Then use a thin and large rubber bands. What you want to do is basically place that on top and instantly it will make a perfect bun. Taking the sections of hair on top, you don't need much but enough to cover the rubber bands. As you can see, the rubber bands is a very light beige colors. We don't want anybody to know that we're using this hack. So just go ahead and loop that around. Use a U-shaped bobby pin to pin it in place and nobody will know. This will be the most difficult part for this hairstyle, so just bear with me. Just grab it sections with your left hand, do a peace sign and wrap it around with your right. Then flip it inward, then place it right on top of the bun. Then grab a U-shaped bobby pins and secure it in place. I'm going to show you in a different angle, so don't worry. I found that it's much easier to start from the top and gradually work my way around. I'm going to grab these sections and make sure how you wrap it in place is very critical where your hand placement is in order to have a perfect circles based on how the direction of the curls when I curl it. So here's a different angle that you're able to see it more clear. I'm just using a U-shaped bobby pins and then pin the circle in place. A side note, to do this hairstyle, if you are using a normal bobby pins, it will not work. So make sure you're using a U-shaped bobby pins. And we are going to repeat this step of wrapping the hair together and place it on top of the bun. And eventually, it will create a very cool pattern. Make sure to place the U-shaped bobby pins on top of these circles at this area because it will help it to stay. If you are going to put a different area, it's not going to stay as well. This updo is very unique. It's like flora, flower, and roses on top of my buns. Or to me, it looked more like a pizza and pepperoni. So I'm at my halfway mark. I'm going to grab the sections that right under and beneath the bun and twist it inward to create a perfect circle using my right hand to loop it around and my left hand doing a peace sign, and I'm going to grab it all together and place a perfect circles right on top of the bun. Adjust the side of the circle as you need. You can always stretch it out, so be careful not to do too much. And seriously, I have a great arms workout. It does take a lot of strength to complete this look. We're almost there to complete this look, so just bear with me. Keep going even if your hand is tiring and is about to drop. But keep going, you're almost there. I do admit that it's much easier in any kind of hairstyle to have another person to do it for you. But seriously, if you do it yourself, it's more satisfying, and I'm going to show you it is possible. We are finally into our last stage, so make sure to don't mess it up. Go ahead and finish up looping it around and use the same method and place it on top of the buns and secure with a U-shaped bobby pins. The material of this magic bun maker will definitely hold your bun in place and nothing will fall off. Once I'm happy with the result, I'm going to move back to the front part. So this time I'm going to use the magic curler and curl those sections. I like my curl to face outward from my face. That's why I'm going to place the sections over and under and wrap it around the magic curler. And once again, the ends, you definitely want them to be curled. So even a string of hair, I want to have a great result. I know at this point it's pretty repetitive, but seriously, I want you to see the whole process so you don't have any question later on. At this point, keep in mind how you want to part your hair. Is it going to be straight in the middles, or is it going to be on the side? I notice I look more flatter if I'm going to have a part on the side from the right to left. So basically, this will be the last sections that I'm going to curl at these directions. Now it's time to switch hand because we are working on the right side. So I'm using my right hand to wrap around and holding the curl with my left hand. And I even have to admit that it was pretty weird and difficult to work on the opposite hand, but practice does make it better. I'm also going to use a hairspray and tease a little bit as the front section to create some more volume. Just trust the process. It looks crazy and intimidating, but eventually it will work out. Just use your finger to run through a couple times. It's going to look smooth. So I'm just going to grab a section and pin it in place like this. This will allow me to hide where I part my hair. And it's time to use the same technique as looping around our fingers and creating a beautiful rose or circles, then pin it in place. Grab the next section and basically repeat the same. Your goal is try to hide where we part our hair. That is going to make it look even more professional. If you found yourself limited with a U-shaped bobby pin, at this point you can definitely use a normal bobby pins. At the last sections, I'm just go ahead and loop it around and make a perfect rose and place it on there since it's capable of covering up the imperfections. When doing an updo, you don't want to let people know where it starts or where it ends. That's why I want to cover how I part my hair. And lastly, gather every bit of hair and we are going to put it in place, and this create a very unique pattern. And here is the look of my left side. On the right side, basically repeat the same as the method on the left. It just really depends on you how you want the design to look like. But as soon as you feel it is secure and stay, that's all it matters. If you see any point in time that your hair is popping out, don't worry, just use a U-shaped bobby pins and actually pin it in place, but also trying to hide the bobby pins in this process too. My baby hair is always crazy, so I'm going to use a little bit hairspray to help it stay in place. For the flyaway, you do have an option to use a hair gel, or in this case, I'm using a mascara gel, and this will likely to help with your flyaways. Or another option is that you can either add some hairspray and then add a bobby pins to make sure those will stay throughout the day. I hope you enjoyed this video. There is another 2 video waiting for you to watch. If you are so desired, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. And as always, love yourself, stay motivated. Peace out.